Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Legend and I'm back with another video. You already know what this is just by looking at the thumbnail. Now if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. But without further ado, let's get into this intro so we can start this what if. Naruto slowly made his way off school grounds. He nearly took an innocent life. It was strange. He was a shinobi, yet he felt bad for nearly taking the life of an innocent girl. He let out a sigh as he walked. Damn, I'm a mess. I meet one girl and this is the effect she has on me. Naruto left Kuo Academy and made his way to his ramen shop. It's early, but I guess opening up now won't hurt anyone. Naruto walked into the shop and flipped the sign to open. For the first 15 to 20 minutes, things were slow. But soon, business began to speed up, prompting Naruto to create a few clones until the rest of his staff arrived in the next hour. Naruto and his clones worked like clockwork, seating people, taking orders, making ramen, serving, and working the cash register. Soon, the customers gave him odd looks because they were seeing 3 Narutos at a time, but he simply just gave them a warm smile. Naruto heard the bell at the door ring again, and he looked up to see his cashier. Hey Hadley, or should I say Auntie Hadley. Hadley said nothing. She just looked at all the Narutos walking around, working before looking back at the maid, who flashed her a smile, causing her to look away and blush. Hi, Naruto-san. Naruto got rid of his clone on the cashier so Hadley could take her spot. You never told me you had so many brothers. Naruto looked at Hadley and grinned. I don't. Hadley was confused but didn't have the time to ponder it as the 3 uncles of the kitchen walked into the shop. Hiya! Uncle Naruto opened shop without us? Naruto just looked up at Uncle Roger for the statement. The 3 cooks made their way towards the kitchen as Naruto's clones finished what they were making before dispelling. Shortly after Guga, Josh, and Roger arrived, Olive and Trisha arrived, and with their arrival of them, Naruto dismissed the last of his clones. With all of Naruto's staff, minus Sasuke for the moment, Naruto and his employees continued to work, serving people and putting smiles on their faces. After some time, Sasuke arrived. Casually walking into the shop, he told Naruto to take a break and step outside for a bit. Naruto refused, causing Sasuke to scowl slightly. He had a surprise for Naruto, but he was about to ruin it. Naruto, I insist that you take a break and step outside. I have a surprise for you and I think you'll like it a lot. Naruto looked at Sasuke before he sighed. Alright, fine. Just make sure to help the twins serve the customers and smile while you do it. Naruto removed his apron, folded it, and put it in the back room before stepping outside. Upon exiting the shop, Naruto was expecting to see something, but all he saw was the customers that he had served eating at the outside tables. More customers coming into the shop, and Rias and Sona's peerage. Akeno, upon seeing her blonde crush, walked up to Naruto with a blush on her face. Naruto simply sighed. This was his surprise? He didn't know how to feel about it. Naruto then felt a tap on his shoulder as he turned, and his eyes widened in surprise. It's you. Rainier blushed and averted her eyes, finding the wall more interesting all of a sudden. Of course it's me. And my name is Rainier, by the way. Akeno, seeing the fallen bitch talking to her man, became furious, completely abandoning her group and stalking up to the 2 of them. Hey Narukan, may I talk to you for a bit? As Akeno said this, she glared directly at Rainier, gaining the beautiful fallen's ire. Rainier glared back at Akeno as she stepped closer to Naruto and grabbed his arm, placing it in between her cleavage as she responded for Naruto. No, you can't. Don't you see me and him are having a conversation? You can wait until we are done, and then you can have your little talk with my man. Naruto was blushing at the contact Rainier was giving him. It was making it hard for him to think. Akeno's glare intensified as she looked at the fallen. Your man? I think you're mistaken. He's more my man than yours. I rode him earlier today and he seemed to enjoy it, though it was for a short time. He even ran his hands down these hips of mine in his lustful state. So is he really your man? Akeno exaggerated the truth just a little bit. She just wanted to hurt the bitch so she would leave, so she could have Naruto for herself, but her plan only half worked. Rainier was for sure pissed off. She was so pissed that she had turned red in the face. But by no chance in hell was she going to leave. She glared hard at Akeno, wanting to do nothing but put a light spear through her heart and watch the light fade from her eyes. She finally spoke in a cold tone that sent a shiver down Naruto's and the surrounding men's spine. Leave. Akeno went to speak again, but she was cut off by an irate Rainier flaring her power, but also keeping her wings hidden. Bitch, I said leave! Rainier's tone of voice and the flex of her power caused Akeno to jump and take a step back. Rainier's power was greater than hers. It was even greater than Rias', and Rias was stronger than her. And that was saying something. Akeno glared at Rainier, and Rainier glared back at Akeno, her power still rolling off of her. Akeno finally broke, as she turned and just left, not going into the shop, but leaving altogether. Rainier finally stopped releasing her power, and she took a deep breath to try and calm herself. She didn't care if the nearby civilians felt her power. She didn't even care if the two devil groups inside felt her power. That bitch just pissed her all the way the fuck off. She was lucky she was in front of Naruto and a bunch of civilians, because if she wasn't, she would have killed her with little difficulty. Are you okay? Rainier looked up at Naruto and her anger melted away when she saw his concerned face. He was so adorable. I'm fine. Can we go somewhere more private and talk, please? Rainier battered her eyelashes at Naruto for more effect, and it worked as he nodded as if he was in a trance. The two began to walk, Naruto's arm still being held in the valley of Rainier's cleavage. Naruto wanted to say something about it, but he didn't know what to say, and he didn't want her to let go either. So he kept his mouth shut as they walked. But Rainier herself, well, she was letting what Akeno said get to her head. So she decided to ask Naruto about it. Hey, Naruto. Said blonde looked down at her. Do you find that girl from earlier attractive at all? Naruto himself found no problem in telling the truth at all. Akeno-san? Oh yeah, she's very beautiful. Rainier wanted to be angry at Naruto's answer, but she couldn't. Like he said, she was beautiful. Even she had to admit that. But it still hurt that Naruto found her attractive. Is what she said true when she said she rode you and all that other stuff? Naruto looked down at Rainier once more. Yes and no. She actually kinda exaggerated the truth and didn't tell the full truth. We were fully clothed. She just straddled my lap and grinded her hips against mine. I wasn't in some lustful state like she said, and I didn't rub her hips either. I was just depressed and she was trying to make me feel better in some weird way. Rainier didn't say anything for a while. She just continued to walk with them, taking in what he said. She finally spoke again. Naruto, do you find me attractive? Her tone was vulnerable. Hearing how vulnerable she sounded, Naruto started to spew out words like an idiot. Of course, you're the most beautiful woman I've seen. there's something about you that just makes my heart race very fast, and it makes it hard for me to act normal around you. And Sasuke told me to just tell you that I'm in love with you, and even with my last crush, she never made me feel the way that you make me feel. Rainer's eyes widened as she smiled, and Naruto blushed when he realized that he just came off like a massive idiot. I'm sorry. You're just the first person to make me feel so strongly about you. It's actually foreign to me, and I don't know how to handle it. Naruto seemed embarrassed as he looked away, cheeks red and eyes locked onto the grass. He then felt Rainer gently grab his chin and turn his head toward her to look at her. I like you a lot as well. She then grabbed him by the collar and pulled him down just a bit as she stood on her toes. It wasn't a long, drawn-out kiss, but it got the point across. She didn't care if she was moving fast. She was letting him know that she felt the same way towards him, and she was also claiming what was hers. When the two separated, Naruto looked mesmerized, prompting Rainer to laugh. Don't tell me that was your first kiss. Rainer said it as a joke, but when Naruto said nothing, she stepped back in shock. Was it your first kiss? Naruto looked away embarrassed. It was my first kiss with a girl. Rainer blinked. She decided that she suddenly didn't want to know, but at the same time, her curiosity started to get the better of her. Do I have to worry about you and your friend both trying to fuck me? Naruto was taken aback by the forward question. What? Hell no. He's not touching you at all. Rainer giggled. I just had to know if you swung both ways, so... Naruto looked at her with horror. I like women. Rainer giggled and sat down on the park bench, prompting Naruto to sit with her. She pulled Naruto closer and leaned onto his shoulder, just enjoying the feeling. This was a new experience for her. She obviously used to be a pure angel. Not the most beautiful, but she was at least in the top 10. But she fell because of the dumbest reason. She tried to conceal herself and dressed modestly in a white robe, but it still didn't stop some pervert from trying to cop a feel while she was on a mission to set up peace talks with the other factions. While she was in her hotel room with the other participants, one of her comrades thought it would be a good idea to slip his hands into her robe and grope her ass. Catching her by complete surprise, she turned and backhanded him, causing him to fly back, slamming into the wall, breaking his neck in the process. Rainer fell instantly. Her wings extended on their own, and all she could do was just watch as her wings went from the pure white to the color of ash and coal. After falling, her body filled out more within a few months, and during that time, she obviously had intercourse with some random men here and there to get herself off, but all it was just pointless rumping. She got little to no satisfaction from it, but when she kissed Naruto and just her sitting here with him on the park, it was just giving her more satisfaction than her rumping some weakling with a slightly above average sexual organ and hopefully being able to get herself off of it. She really didn't want to ruin this at all. Rainer let out a heavy sigh before she started to speak. Naruto-kun, you know I'm not exactly normal, right? Naruto looked at her. He assumed as much. Yeah, he was thousands of times stronger than she was, to the point where she felt almost like a civilian to him, but he could still feel what little power she had compared to him, so he knew. Yeah, I kinda assumed as much. Why do you ask? Rainier quickly responded, well, I just want to be honest with you because I really like you, and I really don't want to ruin anything between us, and from what I can feel, you're a regular human, a very strong one at that, but still, I just wasn't sure if you were aware of the supernatural world. Naruto blinked once, then twice. He only slightly understood what she was saying, but once she said supernatural, she had lost him. Right there. I only slightly understand what you said. I don't know what the supernatural world is, but guessing how you brought it up, I'm guessing you're a part of that. And I'm fine with it. After all, I'm not exactly normal either. If I'm being honest, you kind of feel like that Akeno girl. Just, you feel slightly stronger. But then again, here, everyone feels like civilians to me and Sasuke. So we haven't met any people that we could consider strong. Except for this guy that got us our house with the black and blonde hair. But even he only feels slightly stronger than you. Maybe by like 6 times. Rainier looked at Naruto, shocked, before she smiled and stood up. We should probably get you back to your shop. As much as I want to be stubborn and keep you to myself, I'd rather enjoy seeing you work with that much passion. But guys, I'm going to end it off right here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. Without further ado, I'm out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.